Yo, what's up guys, AFC Dino here and welcome to a new video. We are on Pokémon and I'm doing a guide on how to beat the weekly bosses. Currently I have pretty much access to all the Sinnoh bosses except Cyrus, because I don't have enough shinies caught yet, so won't be able to show him. But I'm gonna show the other bosses, and I also have access to May in Rowan. But the strategy basically works against all the bosses. For the people who have seen my event video, they probably know this team. And yeah, I consistently farm them every week, pretty easy. And the strategy is to set up rocks with Golem. I chose to go with a Alolan Golem because he's an electric type and he's a ground type. This often forces in ground types like Torterra, Garchomp. If you get those matchups, it's really great for Golem. Then we have Masquerain. It's an Intimidate, and the way AI works, because Masquerain is immune to Earthquake, him being a ground type. So sometimes you can just switch in Masquerain on the ground type. Get the Intimidate off, and with the Focus Sash we can still use Stealth Rock. The reason we have Smoke Ball on Golem is that sometimes you have to put a Heatran in there, an Infernape or something, and especially Heatran, since my crew has a low level Heatran, we might not be able to run away from wild Pokemon. That's why I have the Smoke Ball on him. Because all we need Golem to do is set up rocks, and he can do that with Sturdy. Masquerain with Sticky Webs, because sometimes you'll face like a weather team, and then you need that Sticky Web. Kingdra is an example, because what we're trying to do here is set up with Corviknight using Agility and Power Trip. If we go to +6 Agility, then Kingdra in the rain is, for example, still gonna be faster. Venusaur is still gonna be faster, so that's why we need the Sticky Web. Basically, if you only need it against 2 of the bosses, I think. Then we have Blissey. Sometimes we have to set up on a special offensive Pokemon. These are mostly walls. Think about the Slowbros. Think about the Gastrodons, those kind of mons. Sometimes those Pokemon will lead off into our Golem. Then we can use Blissey with Confide. 3 times, basically, that's the rule. You're not going to lower their stats more than 3 times, because otherwise they are going to switch out. But if it's 3 times, Corviknight should be able to heal. Set up, basically. And the main strategy is Grimmsnarl here. We have Flame Orb, and we use Trick. Because you cannot lock them into Earthquake or something with a Choice Band, because these Pokemon will be able to switch up moves even if they have a Choice Band or something. So we give them a Flame Orbs. That means they're gonna get burned. It's more reliable than using Will-O-Wisp, because Flame Orb doesn't miss, or Trick doesn't miss. Sorry, I I got a message. But tricking Flame Orb doesn't miss. Will-O-Wisp can miss, and we have the priority here. You can use a Sableye as well with Prankster, Will-O-Wisp, but like I said, I can miss. But anything with Prankster and a Flame Orb will pretty much work. And then yeah, we have Corviknight with Bulk Up, Agility, Power Trip, Roost, and yeah, that's basically the idea. Because with that burn, it's gonna be much easier to set up on those physical attackers, because that cuts their damage in half. The opponents this will not work on is when they lead off with a Dark type, something like a Tyranitar or something, or with a Mega Pokemon. If they lead off with a Mega Pokemon, it's kind of screwed. But then we have a last resort in Masquerain with the Focus Sash and Whirlwind. If they lead off with something, we cannot Flame Orb Trick, or if they lead off with a strong special attacker, because Confide will only work against weak special attackers. But if it's a strong special attacker, we gotta face it out and we gotta try again. If the lead matchup is bad, just close the game and try again. You can basically keep doing them until you win for the week. But yeah, that's basically the strategy with this team. You only need these 5 mons, and then you can keep the last slot for a Pokemon you might need to battle boss like Cynthia, you have to have a dragon type like Garchomp Salamence in your party. To beat Barry and Wally, Barry and Dawn, you have to have a Sinnoh starter, for example. To battle Heatran, you have to have a Heatran on your team. That's why we have that extra slot. You can obviously put something else there in that extra slot, but it's honestly not needed. The moment your Corviknight is set up is the moment he will most likely sweep. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over all the bosses. It's gonna be a longer video, but hopefully it will be helpful. I'm gonna pause the video and we're gonna go to the next boss. Okay guys, we're gonna do the first boss, Professor Rowan. He will be available in Swingleaf Town. It's basically the starting town. So we're gonna go and just gonna do him in hard mode pretty solidly. Obviously Golem, Torterra, that's what I mean. I believe Torterra doesn't have, in this case we don't need the sticky web. Yeah, they basically have 3 teams. If he leads Garchomp, then you need to set up a sticky web. But against Golem, they're always going to click Earthquake. But basically what we could do, we can switch here and we can sack the Golem. We could do it again, but it's pretty unnecessary. I can just do this again. Doesn't really matter. If you face Garchomp, Garchomp might have a Life Orb. You gotta be careful. He cannot take too much Life Orb recoil, because otherwise he's gonna die before you can set up enough. So if you face Garchomp, what I would do is Stealth Rock. He's gonna Earthquake you. He's gonna lose 10% Life Orb. Then we switch to Masquerain. Then he's not gonna lose any HP. Get the Intimidate into the Sticky Web, and then we're gonna go directly into Grimmsnarl, and then use Trick. Then he's basically gonna be around 30%. Get the Flame Orb on him, and once you got the Flame Orb on him, directly switch into Corviknight. He's burnt, his attack is lowered, so you can easily switch into Corviknight. In this case, we can just chill. So I'm just gonna go this, and like I said, I can get up the Sticky Web. It's not needed against this, I just wanted to show you. And now we can just let this die. Here's the big thing, we're gonna go this, and we're gonna trick him. And he clicked Wood Hammer, and now we're just gonna go directly. I can set up Reflect if I really want to, but it's not needed versus the Corviknight. And now we're just gonna keep setting up. Gonna agility a few times. Here's a smart little thing you can do when you agility it up. If you are faster and you roost before they attack, you become a fully ground type. So on the next turn, they're gonna click Earthquake, basically giving you a free setup. Yeah, we're just gonna keep setting up, and yeah, facing Torterra is literally one of the easier ones. And you don't necessarily need to be at full HP. But Torterra means that he's gonna have Magatar, so being a bit healthy is nice. But now we're just gonna wipe everything, like I said. And we have the Covert Cloak on this Corviknight, so if they have Fire Fang, if they have Fire Punch, they can never burn us, which is really nice. And actually, it's pretty cool that we got the Sticky Web for this, because obviously he has Sand Rush. But you don't need it versus this opponent, just because Corviknight can easily take a hit from Excadrill. But yeah, with the Sticky Web we're gonna be faster. So we're just gonna kill everything. And this is why you need to be completely set up. This is also why you need max attack, because Togekiss will die to you now. And that's how you beat the first one. So I'm gonna pause the video again. Nice 20k, nice Big Pearl, nice Blaze coins. I recommend them to do these every single week, guys. But I'm gonna pause it, be right back. Okay guys, the next one is Barry. Barry, you can find him in the Sinnoh Pokemon League. Always make sure to heal before you battle these, because if you do lose or if you do get a bad matchup, then you get teleported to Pokemon Center. Barry, we can check his team real quick. And Barry doesn't have anything that we gotta be worried about, because he's never gonna lead with the Mega Heracross. On 2 teams he has Mega Heracross. Rapidash lead could suck, Infernape lead could suck, Empoleon lead could suck, and again, Milotic lead could suck. But other than that, if he leads Torterra, free win. Staraptor could suck, as Staraptor might switch out against us, but if he leads Rhyperior, that is really nice. If he leads Infernape, that would really suck. Rapidash would really suck. Float Soul is pretty good. But yeah, let's see what we'll face. If you get one of those matchups, just try to whirlwind into something good. You don't need sticky webs for this matchup. Oh, that's pretty cool. And yeah, we're just gonna do him in hard mode. So confirm, hard. Team is ready. We are healed up. Torterra, easiest. And this is why I like the Alolan Golem over the regular Golem. Because since you are a rock type and an electric type, you are 4 times weak to rocks. This is often gonna force a ground lead, because the AI is typically designed to lead with something that is good against you. But yeah, we're just gonna click Stealth Rock. This is another choice band, so we could do the same thing with this guy, and then sec this guy if we really want to. Only do this if they don't have a life orb, guys. But yeah, 2 intimidates. Might as well get up a sticky web. Let this die. Let this die. Go Grimmsnarl. And we're just gonna click Trick. We care more about the Trick, because if we reflect first and he crits us, we die. Right here, we could reflect up, but it's typically a waste of time. But I can, he's choice band, we cannot click Reflect. What am I saying? Just hard swap and start setting up. Pretty easy. Stone Edge could crit us, but he's burned, so that's why I like the speed. And again, we can do this. We could do the same trick, right? Like roosting on a Stone Edge, and then we become a full Steel type, so he's gonna Earthquake now, and we get a free setup. But it's pretty easy to do with this team. He has a Mega Heracross which might actually live us. Or he could have a Mega Heracross. Actually, he could not have it on this team. You gotta be set up to beat Milotic, because if you cannot kill this, he's gonna haze and you're gonna lose everything. But we are set up completely, and we're just gonna sweep this. Pretty easy. So another 20k, 1 rare candy, 10 blaze coins, and make sure you are in a crew. That's the fastest way to do it. If you are looking for a crew, by the way, guys, consider joining the AFC squad, guys. Consider joining the AFC squad. We are definitely chilling, and just a chill environment, you know. But before you do these bosses, make sure to put your money in the ATM as well, because if you do lose, you're gonna lose a bit more. If you lose with only 200 coins, for example, then you're not gonna lose that much. But yeah, we're gonna go to the next boss, guys. We're gonna go to the next boss, which is Dawn. Pretty easy to get there as well. Sinnoh, and we're gonna go to the fight area. And for Dawn, you also have to have a starter on your team, and that's why you shouldn't release your starter. I had a few guys, friends of mine, joining this game, and the first thing they did was releasing their starter, and then they couldn't do these bosses. Because I can also not trade these guys. Always make sure you heal again. And yeah, we're just gonna do Dawn. So Dawn, Electivire, horrible lead. Typhlosion, horrible lead. Infernape could be a horrible lead. Magmortar, Typhlosion. Pachirisu, Typhlosion. Though if you face one of those, you have to try to roar it out. We always rocks on the first turn, but if it's a Torterra, it's really easy again. So you're kind of fishing for this Torterra lead. Like I said, that's why you need to put your money in the ADM, because sometimes you're just gonna get the bad matchup. So we're gonna confirm. Mamoswine, perfect. We're just gonna click Stealth Rock here. He's gonna Earthquake, and I can do the same thing again. Oh, he's Life Orb. That's actually bad of me to do. But against this guy, you don't need Sticky Web, so always check if they have Life Orb. It's really difficult to see, but I'm just gonna use Trick here. And I can just use a Reflect here and then just go directly, because he's just gonna click Earthquake. He's not gonna predict the switch. So here, and we're just gonna keep setting up. It's really easy. Gonna use an Agility here. And I'm gonna Roost here. Then he's gonna Earthquake. Gotta bulk up a bit more. And now we are completely set up. I'm gonna Roost on this. And now we're chilling. Mamoswine, Torterra are perfect lead for us. And this is something that Golem just baits in. Mega Lopunny, that doesn't mean shit. Togekiss. You need rocks to beat Togekiss, by the way. you do need rocks to beat Togekiss. But yeah, that's done, guys. If you face the others I mentioned, try to whirlwind them, and if you don't get a good matchup, just close and try again. But that's done. The next boss is going to be Heatran, and it's actually perfect to go to Heatran from here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my Infernape back here. Gonna pick up the Heatran. Basically for my crew, I put this team in the crew storage so that everyone in the crew can do these weekly bosses, because it's a lot of money you can get. But from here we have to go all the way up here. And this is why I have the Smoke Ball, because look at my team. It's pretty slow and it's gonna be hard to run from a wild Pokemon. That's why I have the Smoke Ball on him. I'm gonna go there now. I'm gonna pause it and we'll be right back. Oh, smart little side note, when you're doing Heatran, make sure to heal. Even if your Pokemon are full HP, heal at this NPC. Because if you do die, if you do lose, then you'll get teleported here. Did I put my money? I forgot to put my money in the ATM. Could have done it at the Pokemon Center. But still gonna go there, guys. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, guys, we made it to Heatran. Make sure you have Heatran in the party here. If I look at the team, he has one Sun team. He has one team with 2 Tapus, Tapu Koko, and he has another Stall team. If you lead into the Heatran, you have to ruin him out, because it's not gonna work against Heatran. Against Victory Bell, if he leads with Victory Bell, it's actually really free, because he doesn't really touch Corviknight that much. Corviknight pretty much sets up on the guy. If it's basically his Sun team, you cannot do anything. Then you click X, unless he leads with Victory Bell. If he leads the Stall team, you can actually Confide. Everything is aside Toxapex, because Toxapex is gonna hate you. If he leads with the other team, with the last team, and he leads Coco, done. So if he leads Excadrill, then you gotta set up an Excadrill. You cannot get up rocks, because he's just gonna spin. But I typically just set up rocks anyway, and then trick him immediately and try to set up with my Corviknight. But basically, if you ever face a boss with Excadrill, then they will always rapid spin your rocks away. And against a Stall team, like I said, we're just gonna click Confide. But if we lead into the Tapu Koko, we don't want to deal with it. We don't want to deal with Heatran. We don't want to deal with Tapu Fini. Stall team is okay except Toxapex, and the Sun team, you don't want to face anything aside from Victory Bell, because you're not going to be able to set up. The Sun team has 4 fire Pokemon, so it's going to be really tough. So I wish I actually put the money in the ADM, because this one is actually the hardest one, I think. But we're just going to do it. A lot of the time, they just lead off with Victory Bell if he has that team, or Excadrill. Like I can show you, I can set up rocks here. But he's gonna have multi-skill, and even if you get up rocks, you're still not gonna be able to do it. With Mold Breaker, he's basically able to kill me, because Sturdy will not work. Like I can show you here. I can still go Masquerain and click Sticky Web, and he will just rapid spin it away. I gave him a boost. It doesn't really matter, but basically to show you guys. And now we're just gonna click Trick. I get his Focus Sash, and then I get the Reflect as he kills me. And now we're just gonna keep setting up. And with the Covert Cloak, because they're gonna spam Rock Tomb. This is why Covert Cloak is so important, because otherwise he's gonna lower your speed, right? So you really need the Covert Cloak with this guy. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep setting up. Might be smart to go for a bit of speed early as well, so that you are faster. But yeah, he's pretty much doomed anyway. And now we can just click Power Trip. And we're just gonna Power Trip everything. This is why you need full HP, because Tapu Fini is a fairy type and can lift your attack. But basically, that's it. I don't need a move on my Heatran. Actually, might as well. He gotta level up. And we got 20k Blaze Coin and a big nugget. That's basically the Heatran, guys. Like, if it's the stall team, then everything aside Toxapex should be fine. You can confide everything. The Clefable might actually be unaware, but your attack is still gonna do a lot of damage because of all the boosts you get. Because basically, even if a Pokemon is unaware, you still have a really high base power. Because for every boost, you get 20 base power. So if you do that times 6, you get all out. So even with unaware, it's gonna do a lot of damage. And yeah, in most cases when I face the Sun team, they're gonna lead Victory Bell anyway, and that's something Corviknight can really set up because Victory Bell has Weather Ball, but if he doesn't have the Sun up, it won't work. Okay, so the next boss is going to be Cynthia, guys. For Cynthia, you're going to need a Garchomp on your team. So I'm gonna pause the video and we'll go right there. Oh, I forgot to mention, guys, Cynthia you can find between Eterna City and Oreburgh City. It's basically in between. Oreburgh is a bit closer, but you have to use a bike to get over the sand thing. With Eterna, you can just go down. Basically, you go there, but then you go here. It's basically the Gibble Cave, guys. So you go up here. You do need I believe 150 Pokedex entries. Don't quote me on this. To enter this cave, but to battle Cynthia, you have to have a Garchomp in your team. So I'm gonna walk there, guys, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're here at Cynthia. Let's take a look at Cynthia's team. If Cynthia leads with Mega Garchomp, it's pretty doomed because Mega Garchomp is mixed. You cannot trick it. So that would suck. If he leads with Mega Lucario, it would suck. I believe his regular Lucario is just gonna click Close Combat and switch out, so that would suck as well. So if he leads Gastrodon, it's really easy. You basically have to confide it. And if it's a regular Garchomp, then you gotta kill it. You gotta set up before he basically dies to his own Life Orb. Because I believe the regular Garchomp is gonna be Life Orbed with Fire Fang. And against regular Garchomp, you don't need Sticky Web. So there, in that case, it's better to let your Golem just die to him. Go Grimmsnarl. Or alternatively, you can lead Golem, get up a rock, switch to Masquerain because he's gonna do Earthquake and not lose any HP, and then switch directly into Grimmsnarl because he's gonna use he's gonna use a fire move on you. Grimmsnarl will not die to that, and then you can use Trick, and then just let Grimmsnarl die by setting up a Reflect, and that should give you enough time. So the ones you want to face are regular Garchomp or Gastrodon. Those are the Pokemon Golem will force out. If it's, like I said, if it is a Lucario, then you don't want to face that because regular Lucario will spam Close Combat and switch out, so you won't be able to set up. And Mega Garchomp you cannot trick. So let's see what we'll face, guys. That's my explanation. I'm gonna talk to her, and we're gonna do her on hard mode. Garchomp H. I believe Garchomp H is the Life Orb one. The regular because there's no regular Garchomp. It will immediately show us Mega Chomp. But like I said, we're gonna Stealth Rock here. And actually, he's gonna Swords Dance first. But we know he's gonna Earthquake, so I'm just gonna go straight into Masquerain. And we're gonna set up the Sticky Web. It's okay if he's at +1. We die to the burn, which is actually good, but otherwise I would immediately switch to Grimmsnarl, because Grimmsnarl will not die to the attack, since it's not stab. But we're gonna Trick first, and we die for it, which is fine. You can also just let Masquerain die and then go Grimmsnarl, because Grimmsnarl is just gonna die anyway. But now we're just gonna set up with our Corviknight. So I'm gonna bulk up on this, make sure we do this early. Now we're just gonna Roost. So now that we're faster, we're gonna force the Earthquake. Then we're gonna bulk up 2 times. Gonna roost once more. You don't need to. But against Garchomp, it's really important that you trick it early. So you don't want to get too many Intimidates off. We could have gotten an extra Intimidate off, but that wouldn't really have been helpful. And right here we can just power trip spam. So we're just gonna kill everything here. I'm just gonna kill this, and I can kill this too, but I want to fish for the Gastrodon matchup just to show you guys how it works. Because if you face this Garchomp, it is really, really easy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna close the game. You guys know Togekiss dies. We already battled the Togekiss. So I'm gonna close the game, guys, and we're gonna try facing the Gastrodon. So I will pause it till I see a Gastrodon lead, guys. Be right back. Okay, guys, we got the Gastrodon matchup. So against Gastrodon, I just set up the rocks. They will always click Toxic first. First sus. So I'm just gonna let this die. I'm just gonna click Stout Rock again. And what I'll do now is I am going into what I can do now is I can go into Grimmsnarl, and I'm gonna set up a Reflect first. Then I'm gonna go into Corviknight on the Earthquake. Now we're gonna go Blissey. And the reason I'm doing this is because he has Earthquake, which is doing a lot of damage. But I'm gonna use Confide. And so now I basically got 2 Confides off. I will die here. And then we're just gonna go into Grim again. We could have tricked him as well. We could have tricked him, but 2 Confides is enough. Because now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna Light Screen. And yeah, I can just do whatever. Essentially, I can. Let's just set up a Reflect and die here. And then we're just gonna set up with our Corviknight. So I'm just gonna keep Agilitying. 2 is basically enough to do this. And the reason why I'm boosting my speed first is I don't need the extra defense, but by roosting, I become a ground type, and look what he's gonna do. He's gonna click Earthquake. So he crits me with Scald. That's the only annoying thing, but he's gonna Earthquake me here. So we're gonna roost again. Gonna bulk up. You gotta count these things, bulk up. And if you play it smarter, you can easily get you can easily get him to -3, but -2 is definitely enough. Right here, this is enough, and again, this is why we have to go over Cloak, guys. Because with Scald, he cannot burn us. Because otherwise, this would really suck, right? But now we're +6 and everything, and yeah, we can just Power Trip, Power Trip, Power Trip this too, Power Trip, and beat him like this. Because I can imagine some people will struggle against the Gastrodon matchup, but this is why we have the Blissey. It's also a good thing showing that we have the Blissey. But yeah, against a Gastrodon lead, you don't need to trick him. So that's why I liked getting up the Reflect so that Blissey can reliably get up to Confides. He can do it without the Reflect as well. But if you have leftovers, you can put leftovers on Blissey. I'm just gonna assume that you guys don't have leftovers, so because it's expensive, you gotta play Crew Wars. But if you have leftovers, you can put leftovers on Blissey, and then you can live 2 Earthquakes. Because now I died to the Earthquake because I took poison damage and I have no item. But if you have a permanent Citrus Berry, you can do it as well. It will probably not proc actually. It will proc because it's on 50. So if you have a permanent Citrus Berry, you can do it with Blissey. If you have leftovers, then you can basically get 3 Confides off. But 2, like I said, 2 is enough. And yeah, those are the two matchups. Let's go to the next boss, which is Cyrus. I don't have I don't have Cyrus unlocked, but if I look at his team, then I think that's a Mega Gyarados. So you would want him to lead with Bronzong and then set up on Bronzong, which would be really easy. Because Weavile is a dark type, Scrafty is a dark type, Honchkrow is a dark type. You cannot really set up on those guys because Trick will not work. The Olga is a special attacker, so that will not work. So you can only do it against Bronzong because I think Gyarados is going to be Mega. Haven't battled him yet. If you face the second team, then you want to face Excadrill. You won't be able to get up rocks against Excadrill, which would suck. But you should still be able to wipe his team if you get to +6 on everything. And just set up an Excadrill. And the last team you want to face Crobat or Metagross, because it's going to be Mega Gyarados. Actually, I misspoken. He is a regular Gyarados. It's not Mega Gyarados. So on his first team, you can trick Gyarados as well, because he might lead Gyarados into you, because your Golem is a rock type. But since I haven't battled him yet, I cannot speak of experience. I'm just looking at what we see here. Toxicroak, if he's special, then you cannot do it. So it only has to be Excadrill on the second team. The third team, like I said, Crobat is the only one. You can actually set up on Cresselia too, and Metagross, those three. And I think if you lead with Golem, you're most likely baiting in the Metagross. Most likely. But Saturn, that one I did have unlocked, guys. So I'm gonna go to Saturn, guys. Be right back. Okay, this is boss Saturn. You can find Saturn in Lake Valor. I usually go from Velstone, but you could also go from Pastoria City. To battle Saturn, you need level 7 Versus Seeker. I have level 10, but level 7, they made it easier. You get more experience. So make sure to get this to level 7 so you can battle Saturn every week. But if we look at Saturn's team, by the way, I will post the guide in the description so you can look at what the teams are. I can even show it on the screen when I talk about it. But Team 1, they're gonna lead with Excadrill pretty much all the time. Team 2, you're leading into a Toxicroak, which is not nice. You wanna roar Toxicroak out and get him into Scizor. And Team 3, they're gonna lead off with Toxicroak as well, but they're gonna lead off with Slowbro most likely. Then against Slowbro, you gotta use the Confide tactic with Blissey. Confide him 3 times, which you can easily do, and then set up with Corviknight. You can even get up a light screen before you do it. I would recommend that. But it should be pretty straightforward on this one. If he leads Excadrill with the first team, then you cannot spin. But that should be you cannot get up rocks, but that should be fine because you're gonna sweep everything anyway when you're completely set up. The most difficult one is going to be when you face the second team and he's gonna lead off with Toxicroak. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the team preview, guys. I am just gonna do it on hard. Let's go. Excadrill, so he's always gonna spin. We're just gonna die, it doesn't really matter. Since we're gonna try to set up on this, we might as well go Masquerain here. And I'm not even gonna bother, because you guys saw it already, right? You guys saw it already. He will just spin, so, and then I'm giving him extra speed. So we're just gonna go this. I'm gonna trick him, get his Focus Sash. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And we're just gonna get up a Reflect before we die. And yeah, now we're just gonna keep setting up. Pretty easy if he leads with this. Like I said, if he leads Toxicroak, try to roar it out. If it's not good, close the game. And with the other team, he's gonna lead Slowbro. And then you're just getting Blissey and Confide him 3 times. It's pretty easy. Basically the same trick we did with versus the Gastrodon. But yeah, now we're completely set up. I can even roost here. And now we're just gonna use Power Trip, beat everything. Gyarados, Togekiss comes out. Oh, we don't kill it. It's because the IVs are bad. Try to get 31 attack if you can on this Corviknight. But if you are max HP, if you have the same EVs, you're gonna live the attack, and Flamethrower cannot kill you unless it crits you. But that was basically a rule. Normally I would just kill him, but this is not max attack, and I didn't want to invest. Look at this, I'm 19 attack. If I was 31 attack, the Togekiss dies. But we are max attack and we are max HP because we do need to be able to set up and sometimes live a hit. But yeah, with the Covert Cloak, he can never burn us. So in that sense, we are safe. And like I said, if he leads Slowbro, get up your rocks, let your Golem die, and then just go Blissey. Click Confide 3 times, and you're gonna be good. You can, if you click Confide 3 times, you can switch directly into Grimmsnarl, because Grimmsnarl is never gonna die to Slowbro. And then get up an extra light screen, and then try to set up with your Corviknight. But that's basically Saturn. The next one is Jupiter. For Jupiter, I believe you need 120 wins in the battle tower. But yeah, I'm gonna go there, guys. Be right back. Okay, we are at Saturn, and you do indeed need 120 battle tower wins. Could be a bit tough if you're doing it for the first time. Maybe I can do a guide on that as well. Let me know in the comments down below. But for Saturn, there are again 3 teams. The first team could lead a Garchomp into your Golem. That's gonna be completely fine. If he leads Rotom, that would really suck. That would really suck. Skunk Tank would suck as Skunk Tank is gonna Flamethrower. Scissor is okay. Roserade is okay. And it's not gonna lead Togekiss into you because you are a Rock Electric type. The second team, he's gonna lead Excadrill pretty much all the time into you. Excadrill, you won't be able to get up with rocks. Doesn't really matter, but there is one problem. He's gonna have an Alakazam. Alakazam is gonna have Focus Sash, but if you are full HP, make sure you are close to full HP. Roost up completely, you're gonna live Focus Blast, and you can obviously dodge as well. So the only time it becomes really worrisome is if Alakazam crits you with Focus Blast on the second team. The last team is a bit of a stall team. You can easily set up on Ferrothorn. You have to deal with a bunch of lead sheets though, but once you're set up, you are going to chill a lot. As Umbreon, you're gonna chill against him as well because you are with bulk up, you are boosting your defense as well, so you're not gonna take extra damage. So against Umbreon, it should be fine too. If he leads Gliscor, Corviknight easily sets up on that as well. But yeah, if he ever leads Rotom, that would suck. Try to roar that out, but in this matchup, you don't need Sticky Webs. Like, we only needed Sticky Webs against Heatran and against the first one, Rowan, because Heatran could potentially have Sun Team, and Rowan has a Rain Team. But here, we should be completely fine. I am just going to go into it, and we'll see. So, doing this on hard mode, confirm, and he leads up with Excadrill. Most of the time, she'll face this team anyway. But I'm just gonna let this die, and might as well get that Intimidate up. Just gonna click Quiver Dance, because if I click Sticky Webs, he's gonna Rapid Spin, and I don't want him being faster than my Corviknight because he's gonna have Mega Alakazam in the back. And I want to have as much HP as possible. But right here, it's gonna go Grimmsnarl. This is gonna have a Focus Sash as well, so we're gonna live here. Then I'm gonna get my Reflect before I die, and then we're gonna bulk up, set up. And again, guys, this is why the Covert Cloak is so freaking important. Because with those Rock Tombs, you're never gonna be set up to max. Yeah, before we die, we're gonna Roost. Before we kill him, I mean, and now we are really healthy. So we should be able to live the attack from Alakazam because he's gonna be on a Focus Sash. See? If he doesn't crit us, it's gonna be completely fine. Yeah, the skunk deck has the ability Aftermath, but yeah. This is the only thing you have to be worried about, because Alakazam has a Focus Sash. Because if he doesn't have a Focus Sash, yeah, we die, but he will die to our attack. And like I said, we can just sweep this. So, against the other guys, you get up your rocks. Right, the first team is probably the worst team to face. But as long as it isn't Rotom or Togekiss, you should be fine. And against the second team, as long as it isn't Rotom or Skuntank, you should be fine as well. Setting up with the Corviknight. Jupiter, you shouldn't have too much trouble with. Next up is Mars, and for Mars you need 1 million Dynamax damage, which I think I recently got, so I haven't tested it yet. I haven't battled her yet, so we're gonna battle her for the first time as well, guys. Hope you guys are excited. Make sure to hit that like button if you are enjoying the video so far, if you're still watching. And yeah, I am going to there, so we're gonna go back to Sanjam Town. Be right back, guys. Okay, guys, it's gonna be the first time. And you again, I've heard your little achievement, 1 million in Dynamax damage, was it? Guys, can I get some compliments in the comments down below? It took me a while to get it. I don't have the funds to just build a Dynamax team, so I basically used PvP mods into it. But I got it in the event, which is cool, in the Eastern event. But yeah. Choose your difficulty. I am actually going to cancel here, and let's go into team preview, because this one is going to have 3 teams as well. The first team, if I look at it, against Lucario, we cannot really set up because he's going to spam close combat. Or he's going to be a special set, which we don't want to face either. So against Gastrodon, we can definitely do it. Against Mimikyu, we can do it. Against Aegislash, only if he's physically offensive. Against Perugly, we can do it. Against Togekiss, we cannot. The second team, Perugly, we can. Darmanitan, we definitely can't. But if he has an Excadrill, he's most likely gonna lead Excadrill into us. Looking at that team, I don't think we need to be that worried. We're just gonna set up. Nothing is gonna be on a Sash. The only annoying thing might be if Talonflame comes out early and gets the Flame Body on us. Against the second team, you definitely don't want to set up Sticky Webs, because Bisharp is gonna get Defiant, and if he Sucker Punch you and crit you, you're gonna die with all the with all the bulk ups, because it's gonna ignore all the defense boosts. Against the third team, it's a stall team. If it's not Toxapex against that team, you should be completely fine, because against Quagsire, you're gonna confide him like the Gastrodon. You're gonna keep setting up, even though he has Unaware, like I mentioned earlier. You're gonna be fine, because your power trip is still gonna do a lot of damage because of all the boosts. But yeah, if it's Toxapex, then we cannot do it. So you gotta Whirlwind out to Toxapex. You're not gonna need Sticky Webs in the last one, of course. But that's basically the team preview, guys. So let's battle her. Gonna do this on hard mode, of course. Confirm. And there's the Gastrodon. It's basically the same thing as the Cynthia, so we're just gonna Stealth Rock up. He's gonna click Toxic on us. And just a quick check, we don't need Sticky Webs against this one, so I am just gonna let this die. And I am gonna go Grimmsnarl. I actually want to try this. So I am gonna go for the Trick, and I want to see if he recovers soon. So now we're just gonna use Reflect, and I might as well set up a light screen and just die, and then we're gonna Confide this 3 times. Confide this 3 times, and use Earth Power instead of Earthquake, which should be fine as well. And now we're just gonna go into Corviknight, and yeah, I'm just gonna set up. See, Scald is not gonna do much damage. I am going to Roost, and he does use Recover. So you can, against the other Gastrodon, you can use Trick as well. And I'm never gonna get myself too low, because we know after the Roost he will use Earth Power. And this is why PP maxing might be nice. This way you're always staying outside of crit range. And now that we got the HP, we can basically just set up and beat this. Use Sucker Punch, should be fine, should be fine. Everything should be fine. Mimikyu doesn't, the disguise ability doesn't work. But even if it does work, we are +6 defense, so we're never dying here. Like if they fix that shit. But Togekiss after rocks will obviously just die, and yeah, we beat her. And like I said, against the second team, if he needs Excadrill, we're gonna just trick him with Grimmsnarl. Basically, we let Golem die, then go Grimmsnarl, trick the guy. You can even go Masquerain first to get the -1 attack, and then let Masquerain just die, and then go Grimmsnarl like I did in the previous one. Then just set up, and the last one, as long as it isn't Toxapex, you should be completely fine setting up with Golem. But yeah, we beat Mars for the first time. Let's see, what do we have next? And as the last one, we have Giratina. So I am gonna go to Giratina, guys. I'm gonna pause it because it's a really long walk. Just an idea where you can find it. You have to go there in your storyline as well. But typically I'll go from Orberg City. And then you go up on the cycle thing and then go inside this cave. And from here, I don't have a repel on me, but I want to show you quick. You just go up here. And then you just follow the way. You just follow the way and you'll get there eventually. I'm going to pause the video again, guys. Okay, guys, we're right here in the Spear Pillar. The top of Mount Coronet, guys. Spear Pillar. Always make sure to heal at this NPC, because if you do lose, then you'll just get teleported here, which is better. This one could be a bit annoying. To battle Giratina, you need 250 unique Pokemon card, guys. Currently I am at, oh, it doesn't show. It doesn't show. Does it say it here? 353. I definitely did do it though. The 250. I think I even went for more for another thing. But yeah, to unlock this, there aren't any other requirements. But for the teams, the first team, if he leads off with Giratina Origin, that should be fine. But he will most likely lead off with the Quagsire into you. But Quagsire, like I said, pretty easy. It's just like the Gastrodon. Celesteela could have Flamethrower, so you definitely don't want to deal with that. Against Ferrothorn, you easily set up. Against Chance, you easily set up. Sableye could be annoying. It could Will-O-Wisp you if he leads off with that. The second team, Marshadow, really sucks facing Marshadow because he can just... He's gonna spam Close Combat, lower his defense, and switch out. So you're kind of hoping to battle the Giratina there, or the Baynet. One of these two. Never set up Sticky Webs against that team, because if you set up Sticky Webs, Bisharp gets a Defiant boost and he gets a really strong Sucker Punch. And if he crits you, you die. The last team is actually pretty easy as well. Not pretty easy, but if he leads Groudon, you can burn it. Groudon is not a fire type. If he leads Giratina, you can burn it as well. Kartana you can burn too. It should be easy setup. You don't want to deal with Ho-Oh or Kyogre or the Dialga in that sense. But yeah, the annoying one is probably the second team, just because of Marshadow being able to do that annoying shit to you, because he's gonna switch out versus you and you're not gonna be able to set up. So hopefully you get him into Giratina there. The first team is probably the easiest. That's basically the team analysis, guys. So yeah, let's do this. So we're gonna do this one in hard mode. And Quagsire, like I said, it's the easiest one. So I'm just gonna let this die again. He has Earthquake, so what I'll do, all these defensive mounts, Quagsire, Gastrodon don't have Recover, so he should be fine. Basically doing this as well. He tries to use Toxic, that should be fine. I'm just gonna set up a Reflect. He has Unaware, but it should be fine. Let's see if he kills me here. Nope. Then I'm just gonna go into Blissey and we're just gonna spam Confide. 3 times and let Blissey die. I'm just gonna click Defense Scroll, doesn't really matter. And now I'm just gonna set up a light screen as well. He's gonna click Earthquake, and then we're gonna get Corviknight in, and we're gonna keep setting up. Because he should, yeah, he does recover, so that should be fine. Bulk Up coming in handy. Roost occasionally so that he clicks Earthquake into you. And now we're setting up, and like he has Unaware, but look at how much damage we're doing. We're out damaging the guy, so this is chilling. Mega Sableye, it's okay. This is okay, and yeah, we're just gonna kill everything right here, and we've beaten him. Like I said, guys, where is it? The team. The second team is going to be the most annoying because of Marshadow, but if you can get him into Giratina Origin, you're easily able to set it up against because I believe it was physical, but even if it's special, you can confide it. He doesn't have a super effective move against you. And the last one is going to be Groudon. Groudon is really easy. Just burn it, you set up rocks and then burn it with Grimmsnarl. You should be fine. Those are basically all the Sinnoh bosses I can do. Because I cannot, like I said, I cannot battle Cyrus because I don't have the shinies. But instead of Cyrus, I guess I can show you guys a Berry, because that's the only one I have unlocked in Hoenn so far. I'm gonna pause the video, guys, and we'll be right back. Okay, let's do it, guys. I don't actually remember. I think the way I beat it was not against Mega Swampert. I remember he had a Rose Raid. I don't know if they have the same team or if they have multiple teams, but in all those last time he also led off with Mega Swampert, so I'm just gonna Stealth Rock here, and I guess I'm gonna let myself just actually what I'll do is I'll go Masquerain here, get the Intimidate off, and then I am gonna sack the Golem. Then I believe he has superpower on this thing, so he will most likely then switch out versus me. So what I'll do is go you again, go you. Down. I have a Slowbro on it, a Slowking on it, but it can be anything. All you need to do is get those Intimidates on him, and from here I'm just gonna set up webs and let myself go down. Now we're just gonna set up a Reflect, and like I said, he's gonna switch out here. And this is, I believe, where he went into Rose Raid. Maybe they only have one team. I cannot confirm, but this is why facing Mega Swampert is bad. But he has superpower, so you never are able to set up against it anyway. Gonna light screen here, and I believe Rose Raid has Life Orb, so we're not gonna go Blissey and click Confide, and Rose Raid is an easy thing we can set up. So I'm actually gonna Parting Shot into it, but I don't think you need it. But the worst thing he does, I believe, is Dazzling Gleam, but he's gonna Poison attack here into us, and now we're just gonna set up. He's indeed Life Orb. So what we could have done was trick him to make him lose the Life Orb. That would have probably been better, but he has Synthesis anyway, so we should be fine. Yeah, probably tricking him would have been better. Because then he's gonna do less damage to us as well. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. We are completely set up, and now we're just gonna win like this. Flame Body. That can be annoying. That can actually be annoying if you get burned. It's a 30% chance to lose, but I believe I faced the same exact team, because I literally said the same thing when I faced that Talonflame. I believe I got burned, but I still killed everything. Gardevoir goes down as well. And 3 one-time air balloons. I guess I sell those, and a lot of Blaze coins, a lot of money. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna teleport to Crew Wars. Just wanted to point out, guys, you can join our crew as well. But just being in a crew in general is really important to do these bosses. Because from Crew Wars, you can basically get anywhere on the map. Make sure every time before you start the boss to heal at the Pokemon Center where you teleport to. And make sure to teleport to heal on the spots I showed you as well, for Giratina and for Heatran, because that's a really long walk otherwise. And yeah, like I said, we have the Covert Cloak. If you guys can get this, you can do a lot of the bosses. And like I said, I like to run Covert Cloak just because I cannot get burned from Scalds, Fire Fangs, or Fire Punch of any kind of these attacks. And yeah, I think I've basically said everything I wanted to say, guys. I know it's a really long video, not really organized. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not that good in these kind of guide videos, but I really hope it was helpful. And I didn't lose once. I didn't lose once in this run, and that's basically every week. Like once or twice, you're gonna face a matchup that is just not doable. You get a bad lead matchup into like a Typhlosion or something, roar them, and you roar them into Empoleon or something, and not able to do anything because Empoleon is gonna have Defiant. Then you just click X and just try again. That's why it's really important to put your money here. And this is why it's important to be in a crew. You're gonna teleport to Crew Wars and put your money in here. I don't know with how much we started, guys. I think I had like 200k or something k, and now we're sitting at 400k. And you can do this weekly. I really recommend to do these, guys, every single week. Get your level 7 versus Seeker. Get your Battle Tower wins. Work up on that Pokedex, guys. And yeah, for Professor Rowan, you also actually need Pokedex entries. I forgot to mention that. So definitely work on that Pokedex. I believe that's where the 300 or yeah, that's where the 300 came from, because you needed a lot of things. I don't remember. But yeah, guys, like I said, hope you enjoyed. Like this video if you thought it was helpful. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. You can also join our Discord server, guys. And I have this team available for crew members. I typically put them here into our crew bank so that people can use it. Essentially, I think it's really important to do them every week. Like even if you're not playing this game much, do them every week. Then you don't have to do the mining things, and with that money you can still do stuff for PvP. And yeah, guys, make sure to subscribe as well. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next time. Peace out, guys.